Hello and welcome to the Red Bull Arena in New Jersey. I'm pleased to say the weather is a lot better than it was on Thursday evening. No wind, no rain, no sleet. We've actually got a bit of blue sky and sunshine above us. Fingers crossed it stays that way. Now we're just moments away from kick-off from England's second match of the SheBelieves Cup. They're taking on Germany. They, of course, thrashed France 4-1 in that opening match. This is Phil Neville's only second match as England women's manager, and he knows against Germany, the Olympic champions, the world number 2, that it is going to be probably a much tougher test than it was against the French, although the Germans did lose their opening match 1-0 to the USA. It's the old rivalry, it's England against Germany. Let's see how they get on. Let's join our commentary team of Jonathan Pearce and Sue Smith.
Thanks very much, Joe. Yes, good evening, everybody. The Lionesses have come to Harrison, New Jersey on a Sunday afternoon. It's a sunny but cold Sunday afternoon to reinforce their fine start to this competition. 450-mile flight from Columbus, Ohio, where they were so convincing against the French. Later on that evening, Germany restricted the world champions and the hosts here, the USA, to a 1-0 win. Didn't offer any great threat, and if England can notch only a second ever victory against the Germans tonight, they're not just be in a great position to win this competition for the first time, they'd need just a draw against the USA in their final game, because the US were held by France earlier today 1-1. They could also replace tonight's opposition in the world ranking top 2 when the next charts come out next month with a victory. That's how high England are flying right now. The players flew here, backroom staff didn't. FA Technical Director Dan Ashworth was amongst the team who had a 10-hour road trip to get to the home of the New York Red Bulls in this modest little town, once known as the beehive of New Jersey industry, and where England will have to work harder tonight, as Joe was saying, than they did against a very poor France, if they are to make it 2 wins in 2 for Phil Neville in charge. They've been working in wet and windy conditions at the Red Bulls training centre on shape and pattern play, Sue, on set-piece watchfulness defensively, and on moving the ball as quickly and cleanly as they did against the French.
And I think that's exactly what they have to do. It's what they did against France, because they were excellent. The way that they moved the ball, how precise they were with their passing, their movement when they went forward. But what I was really impressed with was how clinical they were in front of goal, and ruthless, I suppose. The likes of Toni Duggan, she had that one opportunity really early on in the game, and she put the ball in the back of the net, and that's the difference. I think when you're playing against the best teams in the world, you may get 1-2 opportunities, you have to take them, and that's what England did against France.
23 meetings between Germany and England. 1 win for England. It came in Canada in the 3rd, 4th playoff game. Farrell Williams got the goal. 3 draws, but that's it, 19 defeats.
And it is going to be a tougher game, and I think everybody knows that. I think Phil Neville said that to his team, but I think all you can do is perform exactly the same way as they did against France. And yes, Germany, they're physical, they're direct, they're mentally very strong. They did get beat by America, so you wonder how they're going to respond to that.
And they also got beaten in a World Cup qualifier back in the autumn by Iceland. That was a first qualifying defeat for them in either European Championship qualifiers or World Cup qualifiers in 19 years. So this is a team, a German team, just as the French are at the moment, a team in transition. If you look at the players they've lost since 2015, Angara, Kran, Bartusiak, Sasic, Behringer's retired, there's no Mittag, she's retired now, Lauder, Leopolds, Petterman, Henning, none of them are here at the moment.
It's unbelievable, because they are world-class players, and when you lose players like that, it is difficult to replace them. And I know the German team have a number of good quality players. They come through all of the time, so they'll play for the youth systems and they'll progress through, but it does take time.
But we should now be talking about England in glowing terms as being a team referenced in the top 2, top 3 in the world.
Definitely, and they've shown that. They showed that against France the other night. They have beaten Germany. They beat them in that bronze medal game in the World Cup. So they've done it. They now have that psychological advantage that they have beaten them.
Out they come then, with the referee Karen Apt from the United States of America leading them out. For the second round 2 fixture in the SheBelieves Cup. Yes, it finished 1-1 earlier on the USA against France. Mallory Pugh for the USA after 35 minutes, and Eugénie Le Sommer just 3 minutes later. Rather surprisingly level for France, given their display against England the other day. The woman in the mask there is Verena Feist, left back for Germany, and that's what they're playing for, the SheBelieves Cup. Thought a lot more of the fans would stay around after the US game. You just knew Ellen White will be giving it as much as she could in the national anthem. You could bank on her singing the national anthem so loud and proud, and in the starting lineup for England tonight. Germany do have a couple of problems, actually. They lost a couple of players in their first game against the USA to injury. Annie Meyer and Babette Petter both dropped out of the side. And they stayed out. Leonard Gerstling and Hasret Kaitsi came on. They started Gerstling at centre-half, but a lack of strength there, really, since Kran and Bartusiak packed it in. Kaitsi scored 4 in a World Cup qualifier against the Faroes in October, 4 days after that Iceland defeat. Marijanne's world-class. Debritz earning her 50th cap, and Pop-Up Run, very good players, but that German side, certainly not a vintage one. Wonderful player, Marijanne.
Oh, top class. She's a player that can win a game on her own, difficult to pick up, great vision, and her set pieces are absolutely spot on.
There's that coach, relatively new, not to the World Game, played for Germany enough time. Steffi Jones took over from Sylvia Knight. There's the England team. Siobhan Chamberlain earning her 50th cap. England rotate the keepers. One of 5 changes from Thursday. Abby McManus gets her first start. She came on for Anita Santi in Columbus. She's gone home for scans on her injured knee. Farrah Williams earns her 168th cap in preference to Kira Walsh. There are starts from Nell Lawley and Ellen White. Both came on against France, and Nikita Paris and Jodie Taylor, they go to the bench. Farrah Williams back in the starting lineup. Your view on that?
Yeah, and she's been performing really well at club level. I think she seems to have had a new lease of life at Reading, scoring goals, creating goals. Just looks like she's enjoying her football again. So I'll be really interested to see how she does tonight.
He's certainly enjoying his start as England manager. He's enjoying working with the players. He's enjoying being out on the training field again, Phil Neville, and I think the way that he's just bringing 1 or 2 players in. He's showing that he's prepared to give everyone a chance to show what they can do.
I think that's what he wants to. I think he wants to give opportunities to players. It's a fresh start. You know, he's gone and watched them at WSL games. He's seen who's performing well, who is in form, and he's given them that chance to play and play against the best teams in the world.
Siobhan Chamberlain in the England goal. Sarah Debritz, very good player. The centre, 50th international, the Bayern Munich player. It's Almut Schult, the goalkeeper, who didn't play very well against the USA at all. The enigma for me is Tabia Kemmer, wearing 22. She was absolutely magnificent in the World Cup 2015. Played 15 minutes in the Europeans. England will kick us off and underway. Fans on the far side in sunshine. They're warm, but out of the sun, I can tell you it's very cold. Chilly wind. She'll immediately look for pop. Debritz. Talented player. She won the European under-17 title back in 2012, the World Cup under-20 title a couple of years later, under their Euro 13 senior winning squad. England just need to control the ball in the opening exchanges, and Phil Neville has repeated that mantra. He wants them to be brave on the ball. He wants them to command the ball, want to command the ball. And they want to play through the thirds, and he wants them to do that. And here's Frank Kirby. I thought she was excellent the other night against France. I gather there's some criticism on social media and one or two sites that you've seen, Sue, which I find very strange. I know you do as well.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, because I thought she was one of the best players on the pitch. I think the whole 11 were fantastic, and the subs that came on as well. But I thought she was unbelievable. I thought every time she got the ball, something looked like it was going to happen. Just a clever player, and it seems like, again, she's got a bit of a free role. So, like you mentioned before, Phil Neville wants players to get on the ball and be brave. That's exactly what she'll do for you. So I was quite surprised at some of the comments. Should never read social media.
Dahlmann wearing 16 on the right-hand side for Germany. And Alexandra Popp playing it off. Scored 5 goals in 4 internationals this season. The zookeeper. He plays football at Wolfsburg, dominant side in German football. Here she is. It's a good ball over the top, and a chance here offside that. So Kaichi caught in the offside position. Comes from Heidelberg, plays for Freiburg, who are doing very well this season in German football. They're second, scored at the weekend, and you will have to watch out for Kaichi. Playing up front with Alexander Popp. There's a lot of speculation about how Germany would play as Lucy Bronze sets off after it. They've always basically been a 4-4-2 team. They have pretty much all of the time that I've played against them, watched them. They always seem to be 4-4-2 when they're defending, 4-2-4 when they go forward, and both the full-backs like to get forward at every opportunity. The problem at centre-back Germany that England couldn't expose. Hendrick playing in there really is a full-back, left-back, that has played a lot of her football more recently for her country in its centre-back. Out of play. Look in the England starting lineup. There's Feist with the throw. Another feel of the ball for Almut Schult. Just completed her 50th international for her country the other day. That defeat by the USA. They didn't really create too much at all. Germany very disappointed in their performance. The Olympic champions. Played it out to Lucy Bronze. There's Millie Bright. You would not have believed from her performance the other day that she'd been up for actually 24 hours throwing up. She had really real stomach problems. That's just the type of player and person she is. She wouldn't let anything get her down, and I think partway through the game I think we heard Phil Neville shout onto her, "Are you okay?" And there was no way that Millie Bright was ever going to say, "No, I'm not okay." You know, she will perform, she will play through anything. 16 starts in England's last 21 internationals now for Millie Bright, Chelsea player. That's Lena Gersling, who's been asked to play again in a centre-half role. Midfield player, can sit deep in midfield.
I think she's better there as well.
Yeah.
I think sometimes at centre-half she gets caught out positionally. And I do think that's where England can exploit the German back line. Especially with Ellen White, she's clever, she can make those runs in between.
Rotation about the German formation early on. As England try and set Ellen White away. It's Feist. Up. Marajan sitting in a fairly deep position. And Rick went to bring it out. There's Linda Dahlmann. Plays for Essen. Another German player who's come through their very successful conveyor belt system of talent. She won the Under-20 World Cup in 2014. Most of these German players have come through younger teams that have either won the European Championship or the World Cup at various age groups.
And they just seem to produce player after player. You think one player retires, another player comes in. And that's what England are starting to do now.
They are. A number of the England players won the Euro Under-19. This is a decent setup to a young player who's coming to the side, Hasret Kaitsi. Not a good finish from the Freiburg player. 6 goals this season, scored at the weekend against Bayern Munich. She's wearing 23. Don't know what to make of that earlier USA-France 1-1 draw, because they were very poor against England. England made them look very, very poor, the French. They must have raised their game significantly.
The French team definitely had a bad day at the office. I do think England helped that, the way that they played. But there's too many good players in that French side to continue that poor form. They seem to have stepped it up against the United States earlier on.
Feist played in the SheBelieves last year. 3rd season of this competition. And the American squad players played a major role in its creation. The SheBelieves Cup. The American footballers have always, the United States of American footballers have always believed in the ability of football to empower women players, and they've worked very, very hard in that area, right from the very top down. Other countries should learn from that. England certainly are among the leading countries in that as well, in that movement. They get more women into the game and successful in the game.
Definitely, and that's what it's all about. And you see a lot of these players will go into schools and they'll go into clubs, and you know, they are the role models, and the fact that girls are now playing in schools, lots of different clubs that they play for. So many more girls playing football than when I first started many moons ago.
Yeah, but you paved the way, you know. The older ones like you.
I was going to say, was that a compliment?
But players like we mentioned before, Casey Stoney, who's here, she's part of the England coaching staff now. You know, I think that there's a debt of gratitude should be made to players like yourself. So I am trying to be complimentary. Goodness me.
You feeling okay?
Feist back to Schultz. Big boots for her to fill Angara's boots. Marvellous goalkeeper for many a year. He's bright. Being pursued there by Hasret Kaitsi. Impressed with her energy level so far. Here's Farrah Williams, still such an astute passer of the ball. Jill Scott. Now Mel Lawley. One of those wingers who seems to glide with the ball at her feet, Mel Lawley.
Yeah, she likes to face up the defender and have a go, whether it's inside, whether it's outside.
Scored against Kazakhstan in her first start in recent World Cup qualifier. Here's Ellen White trying to roll against Gershny. That's a penalty, I think. Well, it's not. It's just a goal kick. I think she gets the wrong side. I think she leans in on Ellen White. She's holding on there anyway.
I don't think so. I think it was just a tangle of feet. I think Ellen White initially does so well to hold the ball up and get herself into the area. That's the first thing that a coach will say to you. If you get yourself and the ball in the area. But the fact that Ellen White didn't appeal.
Yeah. I think looking at the replay, the referee probably got it right.
Yeah.
Dummy Stokes. Certainly Phil Neville felt that Farah Williams was fouled there. Germany just beginning to stroke the passes around a little bit. Katrin Hendrick is Feist. And there's a foul. I think it's against Pop in the middle. Farah Williams asking the question why wasn't it given earlier, but yeah, it was a foul against Pop. That's why it's been given now.
Yeah, I think it's... I don't actually know what that was given for. Didn't really look like a foul to me.
I love the graphics provided by the SheBelieves Cup tournament organisers. That spinning thing there looks like some sort of street, like street name out of Sesame Street, doesn't it? And by the way, if you were watching us the other night, Millie Bright got cautioned, and the name Tony Duggan came up on the screens, and we queried it at the time. It was Millie Bright who was cautioned, not the Barcelona player. Oh, that's a bad mistake by Farah Williams. Kaitsi looked for Debritz. Lucy Bronze, England captain, was steady enough. And if you're new to the competition this year and you're wondering why she's the captain, Steph Horton was one of 4 or 5 players who had to pull out of the trip through injury. It's a foul on Tony Duggan, I would think, not given. Referee's allowed a lot of physicality here. Here's Tabia Kemmer.
I think England will let off there.
They look dangerous at the moment.
They
Germany,
do, yeah, and I think Kaitsi there, just, it was the wrong decision. I think if she'd have had a shot on target instead of trying to play the ball out wide, I think England might have been in trouble. I think just Farah Williams with a blind pass, give the ball away. You've got to be so careful against a team like Germany that will punish you. You make a mistake like that.
First corner, isn't it? And it comes from Feist. And a good firm hand on it by Sean Chamberlain. Got it away to the far side. Debritz. Marijan back to her. Cuts a lovely ball in. Chance here for Germany to create. Pop! Complete miss kick. The man has lost her bearings a little bit. And that's offside as it came back through to Svenja Hut. The Turbine Potsdam player is offside.
Good play from Germany there. What a ball through. That was absolutely brilliant ball. And again, good ball to Pop. You don't often see her swing and miss like that. Again, another let off for England.
Danger signs are flashing here. Determined run by Fran Kirby. He certainly had the legs to get up there, but Katrin Hendrick came across. It's an England throw. Dummy Stokes. Here's Jill Scott. Stokes again. Well, the referee is allowing a real degree of physicality. Svenja Hut. Here's Pop. See what she was trying to do,
Yeah.
but not a good quality cross from a player who has 40 goals for a country, looking for Debritz coming in on the far side.
You can see she was just trying to whip the ball into the far post to Debritz, but just lacking that little bit of quality.
What do you make of Phil Neville's decision to make the changes then? Yeah, Abby McManus for Anita Sante, that's enforced, and we wish Anita very well. Looks as if she's probably got a cruciate knee ligament injury. It'll keep her out for quite a while, but Phil Neville has said to her that they will keep in close contact, and that if she's fit and the next round of games come around, then she'll be back in favour. What about the other changes? Farrah Williams in, Mel Lawley in, and Tony Duggan in?
I think he's just giving players opportunities. I think he looked at Nikita Paris. I thought she was excellent the other night. I thought Jodie Taylor was excellent. So he's just now giving Mel Lawley that chance to see how she can do. Ellen White, he's given her a start. Because I don't think I mentioned enough probably about Jodie Taylor's hold-up play. I thought she was excellent bringing other players in, yet scored a goal, created chances, but that hold-up play, that's invaluable, especially in games like this. Wouldn't be surprised if we see those two at some stage today.
So is it more for him then at this stage, a tournament it is a get-to-know-you experience, more than it is a tournament to win?
See, that's a real tough one, because of course he's going to want to win it. He's going to want to set his stall out. We've beaten France 4-1. If they can go and beat Germany and America, what a great start to his managerial career. But yes, it is also about learning about players.
Debritz for Germany, flashing cross through the hands of Chamberlain. Kemmer back into the middle, cleared by Farrah Williams, straight back to Kemmer. Debritz arrives, it's off the line and forced home as England hesitated. To Hasret Kate, she didn't, and Germany are into the lead, and deservedly so.
You could see that goal was coming. Germany just piling on the pressure, committing players forward. You can totally see that it's a different team to when they played France. More organised. Siobhan Chamberlain I think she just took her eye off it. Again, Farrah Williams couldn't clear the ball, and it comes back out, and it's just a real scramble. Lucy Bronze does well initially. I think it's an own goal by Demi Stokes. I think she tries to clear it as it comes out to her. Is it? I don't know.
She slams it onto Cates's boot, I think, so.
As she goes in. Just couldn't clear their lines, England. Just a little bit scrappy at the back.
Well, she desperately tried to clear it, but Catesy was quick in her reactions, and she blocked the block and deflected it in for Germany 1-0. I really don't think there can be any complaints at all. Comes across from Lawley. Kirby tried the volleyed equaliser. Williams follows up, and they do have an equaliser, and it's Ellen White who's deflected it in. Look at the joy.
What a reaction from England. That's exactly what you want from your team. You've just got a goal down. How do you react? You react exactly like that. Good play down the right-hand side, good delivery into the box, and it's Farrah Williams, who we know can strike from outside the area, and Ellen White just always seems to be in the right place at the right time, and she just deflects the ball in past Schultz. Great reaction.
Well, she works her socks off, and a very honest footballer. It's her 25th goal for her country. Scored against Scotland in the Euros in the summer. She's had so many injury problems, Ellen White, over the years, and is such a deserving player. Bad cruciate knee ligament injury at Leeds Carnegie, came back, won the Continental Cup, scored actually a couple, didn't she, against Everton in that final. And she had injuries, missed 2014 completely with an ACL and another ACL, 2016-17. A very open game now, it's offside.
You can just see exactly how much it means to Ellen White. But this is good play by Mel Lawley. Again, you wanted to face up, get a delivery into the box. And they've got players in the box. That's the other thing from an England perspective. I actually think Schultz could have done better. I know she was wrong-footed by the shot,
And I think it's in the coaching manual how to finish as a striker like that. Just deflect it in off your tummy, whatever part, doesn't matter. As long as it goes in.
You don't care, do you?
No, that's right. Missed the start of this season, and she injured.
She did, and again, she's worked her socks off to get back. Playing for club, playing now for country.
Rawley. She's kept that in. Feist got too tight to her, but Marajan was too good. That's a brilliant pass from one of the world's best players. Can she keep it in? Yes, she can. Svenja Hut. Canna up in support. Derby header away by Millie Bright. And Scott, dangerous ball back into her own penalty area. So apologies for the camera up there, the US director. Clearly thought that Jill should have got it away quicker. She's not wrong, by the way. Danger here again from Germany. Favourites in the middle, looking for Catesy. Farrah Williams has given Jill Scott a little bit too much to do. Just struggling to settle at the moment.
Yeah.
Farrah.
Just a little bit sloppy with her passing. Very unlike Farrah. But that's what you want. You want her to get onto the ball and make things happen from that position. But you have to keep
hugely experienced, so we know that. No one's played more games for England international football, men's or women's game, than Farrah Williams. But I wonder now, because she's not a regular, she gets as nervous as a teenager would be when she's in the side. Wants a little bit too much. Here's Marajan with the cross and towards the fast kick area, plunges underneath it, and Chamberlain saves and was fouled. Pop protesting her innocence, but the cynic in me would suggest she knew exactly what she was doing. And she did.
Yeah, she did.
What about that point I raised about Farrah Williams?
She doesn't... Well, all of the times that I've ever played football with Farrah Williams, she never ever gets nervous, never has done. Yeah, she's one of those players that just takes everything in her stride, so I can't imagine that's just another misplaced pass.
Marajan.
But maybe it's getting up to the pace of international football. It's like I said, she's been playing really well at club level. But it is a step up when you go to international. So maybe getting used to that pace.
Plays a football with Reading, who are, what, 6th in the Super League. Chelsea leading at the moment from Manchester City. Here at the Red Bull Arena in Harrison, New Jersey. It's 1 apiece. Element of fortune about both goals. 3rd largest soccer-specific stadium in the US. Here's Bronze. Scott out wide to Lawley. Jill Scott just pulling away, coming at an angle, and comes across, looking for White. Here's a setup for Kirby. On it goes to Duggan. Oh, it was well worked by England, but poorly finished.
Great play from England again. I've got to say, Mel Lawley, just that little change of pace, and what she does is she gets a delivery into the box first time, and good play there. Frank Kirby spots Tony Duggan, and it was exactly the same as her first goal for France, where it comes out to her and she just tries to curl it into the far corner, just can't get enough whip on it. It's unlucky, but again, from a Tony Duggan perspective, because that's what she's been working on, her finishing, she'll be disappointed that she couldn't hit the target.
I know that England beat them in the 3rd, 4th playoff match in Canada in the World Cup finals, but for me, the opening 15 minutes or so here again today, it was an England side subdued mentally coming into a game against Germany, fearing Germany more than the Germans should fear England. And it took the German goal, I think, to get England going, and once they got the equaliser, they now realise it's just another team of footballers against them. sort of superhuman beings. Baumann did well. Pop. And from there, one would think. Got a couple in their World Cup qualifiers so far. We'll hope to make it to a third World Cup finals. The Olympic gold medalist from 2016, Alexandra Popp. 25 gone. Would you agree that England just looked a little bit nervy against the old foe again in the opening 15 minutes?
Yeah, I don't know if that was down to how Germany started. I thought they were quick to press England. They were very direct, as I'm sure England would have expected them to be. And England just struggled a little bit defensively.
Germany World Cup winners in 2003, 2007. They totally dominated the European Championship. Won 8 of the last 9 titles, I think it is. Well, of course, they came a cropper this summer.
Hit Jill just right on the temple. One where it hurts, but I'm sure she'll be okay.
Well, she's smiling. It's the FA contingency with VIP David Beckham, and he actually went in and met the team, didn't he?
He did, yeah. I've seen a few pictures on social media. I think Jodie Taylor got a picture with him, and I think that's really nice. And I think that's what obviously Phil Neville will bring to the side. He's got a lot of good friends in the men's game who will be supporting him and supporting the ladies' game now. And I'm not seeing the amount of coverage for a women's football match ever. You know, it's really gone up a notch, hasn't it, from the French game to this game. Everybody wants to know what's happening.
You see Dan Ashworth, the technical director, here as well, supporting the Lionesses. Not just playing a supporting role, but playing a technical role as well. A vibrant team around the England women's 11. Mara Williams. She's just about got away with that. She needs to clear her feet now. I think the pressure on her was fair enough, to be honest, from Hazret Kaitsi. Bron's been called out of position. She needs to get back in there. England are lopsided. If Germany switch to the left, England have got problems. Jill Scott has realised that and gone back there. Here's Debritz. Pop to the left-hand corner of the penalty area. Kaitsi in the middle now. In comes the cross. Oh, it begged a little touch from Svenja Hoot. She didn't get enough on it, but they were very dangerous in the counter.
They're so quick when they go forward. And you can see when Lucy Bronze went forward, there was 2-3 players around her. As soon as they won the ball back, they go, and they go at so much pace.
Not enough on the ball from Hoods with the little headed glance.
France the other night, they had more time on the ball, they could take more touches. Against Germany, you can't.
Gersling there, called in possession, Ellen White's foul. Mella Gersling wanted a touch like a central midfield player in there. Very experienced, but not at this level in this position. Another player who's looking to play in a third World Cup final, he's playing in a couple of European Championship finals as well. This for Wolfsburg, who are table toppers again this season in the Champions League quarter-finals. 2 in the German wall. Scott tried to turn it on. Kirby, can she engineer a shooting opportunity? Just dispossessed by Pont. The referee waits to see if there can be an advantage gain, and can't, so she's got to put it back and give Germany the free kick. Marijan was fouled. Half an hour played. Much stiffer task for England, as you would expect from Steffi Jones' side. England lost this fixture last season. Anja Mittag scored the only goal. She's retired now. In March 16, it was 2-1 to Germany. Jimmy Flaherty own goal. Owen Petter scored. Tony Duggan actually put England ahead. I seem to remember. Score early on. Can you remember that? Can you remember yesterday? No?
I've had a sleep since then.
No, I mean.
I think she did. I think you might be right.
Left hand from your right hand, remember which one's right? Yeah, okay. Every day and every way, we are getting better and better. Shouldn't be cruel to you, saved my life the other night, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah,
I've not brought that up.
Manoeuvre.
I was going to have to do the second half on my own.
Defensive work by Danny Stokes, holding her up, helped out by Tony Duggan. They drew the foul off Kemmer in the end. It's good work by that England pairing there.
Yeah, good work. Doubling up, getting back. That's exactly what Phil Neville will want. And then wins their team a foul. That's what England will have to do, as I thought they'd have to do against France. They didn't have to do it as much. But both Tony Duggan and Mel Lawley on the other side just get back and double up. Because both fullbacks do like to go for Germany.
Kemmer was so important for them in the World Cup in Canada and also in the Olympics. And for her to only be able to play a quarter of an hour in the European Championships was a major blow or a major tactical blunder. Didn't seem to be a happy German camp. We were in the same hotel in Holland as the previous manager, Sylvia Knight, and she was glum. Duggan. Poor clearance by Feist. Here's Lawley. Here comes across. And again, Gerson, that's a touch of a central midfield player in there. Lawley with the cross back in. Glanced out only as far as Stokes.
I've been really impressed with Mel Lawley and her delivery into the box. I think when you know you're playing with a wide player that's going to try and get the ball in at every opportunity, you know, she doesn't take too many touches, she just beats the player and then gets a ball in. You can commit players forward and you can see that straight away the players are getting into the box. Demi Stokes, even as full-back, is getting in there. She's got completely underneath it there.
As part of that European title-winning side of 09, Demi Stokes. Never scored one goal at senior level. A lot of her football in the USA, actually. She was at college here. Here's Jill Scott. White gets a cross in, looking for Duggan. Duggan again. Williams, good spell for England here. Lawley, she's got a beating of Feist. And the shot is deflected into Almut Schultz. One of the things that has impressed Phil Neville so far about England is their self-motivation, their self-drive, their willingness to learn. And it is a a common thing you hear from England coaches about the players, this willingness to learn, almost a humility, playing football for the right reasons. And also, I'll tell you what I thought was very nice, in fact, very proper as well, and I'm glad he did it. Phil Neville reaching his praise of the work of Mark Sampson, saying that he took over the work done from Mark Sampson. I thought that was a very decent thing to do, an important thing to do.
Definitely, because Mark Sampson has, you know, as Hope Powell did before him, then it was Mark Sampson, and now Phil Neville's taken over from there. So England have very good foundations from those two previous managers. Now he's just got to take them to winning something.
Mini Bright, Chamberlain get it away. Dalman. She's worked hard, Linda Dalman. Buzzer in midfield from the Essen club. 6th in the table this year. Here's Williams. One thing I think that Mark Sampson did is that he broke up cliques with England camp, testing them what existed beforehand, but also knowing that Farrah Williams on the ball now isn't going to be around forever. So she's an iconic legend in the England game. But he brought in players to fill in for her, take over for her. So when she finishes, there won't be that transition that Germany and France are suffering at the moment, because they left it too long to replace their iconic players. They didn't bleed players in, you know, on a more progressive basis. And I think Mark did that. Yeah,
and it's so important to do, because, like you say, when those, you know, huge players finish, the likes of Casey Stoney, when Farrah Williams has to hang her boots up, you know, you've got players that can just come and fit in, because they've had minutes at international level. They've not just played for the youth teams.
Kemmer, so dangerous down the right-hand side, and Hood. The internationals now then for Siobhan Chamberlain. She played last season in this competition, did well actually, and took over for a little while as the #1.
I'm so pleased for Siobhan Chamberlain again, another player that works so hard, and she's been in and around the team for so many years. And I think Phil Neville knows that he's actually got 3 very good keepers. It'll be difficult for him to pick his #1.
But he brought Carly Telford on, didn't he, the other day, late on.
I think that's just to show if you're playing well in training, you'll get an opportunity to play.
It's a foul to England. Ellen White did really well getting away. She was dragged out. She caused problems to Katrin Hendrick. I'm sure Phil Neville and his coaching staff will say to the England strikers at half-time, get at those centre-backs, because they're not impressive. You know, when you're used over the years to seeing the really, really powerful German centre-backs, Artusiak, Schramm, he's on up to those standards. Here's Farrah Williams, she's going to go for this. Well, it zipped on through and zipped on through. And did it get a touch there off Feist? It did.
I was just going to sneak in, just at the far corner. Did it get a touch? I don't know if Feist actually got a touch on it.
Keeper did, I think.
Keeper did. But I think Schultz was really unsighted, only seen that very, very late.
Duggan with a corner kick then for England. Joe Scott, the main danger in there. It's the far stick to Millie Bright. And then he dropped to Lawley. And again, England's technical staff, they run a video on, they have their own camera team on the first half, and they'll play incidents back again if they think they need to in the dressing room at half-time, and they'll show that set piece and how easily it was that Jill Scott just walked away from a marker. England didn't find her, they might do in the second half.
Yeah, it's so important now, video analysis at half-time. Just seeing the pictures rather than just being told about it.
Do you know the first club in England that used to use video analysis?
I don't, go on.
1972, Bristol City. Do you know the people who did that video analysis?
No.
My dad and me.
Wow.
Yeah, there you are. The first club in the country, man called Alan Dix, who was the manager. His son Patrick works out in the United States of America. He was a visionary man. That's a visionary effort. A long way out. Yeah, Alan Dix created it. He had a man working with him called Tony Collins, as assistant manager. He was a brilliant man, a lovely man, Tony. And John Sillett. And they came up with this idea, and that's what we did. Video the games and then come up with the tactical tapes.
And it does help you as a player. It does really work. It's okay somebody saying to do something, but when you see it, it just helps you understand.
I think she's a good player, Debritz. Really seen her going down that left-hand side, as we did in the World Cup finals. She scored 3 goals in Brazil as they won the Olympic gold. Feist. By Gersling. There by Svenja Hoot coming away from a marker, but England will get it away. Oh, lovely turn, Frank Kirby there. And England are off here, 3 on 3. Feist is trying to get back. Kirby, that's an intelligent run. Jill Scott. More green shirts arriving now. Scott's cross into the middle. Wouldn't quite come to Lawley, and it's cleared away in the end. Cleared away by Kaitsi, who went back there defending. Score of the German goal. Kirby, another good first half. Demi Stokes showed a little bit too much of it there. I think he could get it away, and that's a foul by Jill Scott. Lovely skill though on the turn by young Fran Kirby.
Great skill. Just to have the vision to see that. And then straight away she breaks forward, and again good running from Jill Scott. I think that's what, when you've got Farrah Williams there just sitting and protecting, it does allow Jill Scott to get further forward. Frank Kirby, like we said, I don't think it's a free roll, but I think he's allowing her to just get on the ball, make things happen, be disciplined.
Lovely ball up to White. Can she bring it down and get a running on goal? Not quite, just eluded her in the end, but it was a lovely ball up to her. Direct football for England. It's been this sort of social media thing again, saying that Phil Neville was going to encourage football through the thirds, which he said he wants the players to show more authority on the ball. But the hinting in the social media is that they played too direct under Mark Sampson. That's direct football.
Yeah, and of course, and I think at times you have to play direct football, especially, we spoke about the 2 centre-halves for Germany. That isn't their usual position, so they're going to get caught out positionally. So if you can go direct, Ellen White's quick, can get in between, same with Jodie Taylor, why not?
Oh, we've got a problem there. Mel Lawley has gone down. She twisted as she went down. Hang on. Kaitzi's ball. One of Jennifer Marichan. Kaitzi to Marichan again. Just deflects off Stokes. Oh, spun awkwardly. McManus got it away. A start for her today in an England shirt. It's a foul on Ellen White.
That's it. Ellen White, you could see what she was trying to do, just to touch into her path. But it was good defending actually from Hendrick. She's got a body in the way, didn't she?
She's been the better of the two, hasn't she?
Yeah. It's a difficult technique that when the ball's coming at quite height and you're running at full pace to try and bring it down into your path.
Williams. Scott. Now Duggan onto that right-hand side. May have just caught Gosling there. She went down on the ground. She certainly squealed in pain. I think she's in genuine pain. Germany playing on. They're not getting the ball out. Marajan will. It's Tony Duggan here stretching for it. Gosling comes across. Oh, that's a nasty one. That's a nasty one.
Oh. You could see straight away she was in instant pain. It was the contact from Tony Duggan, but also the twist underneath her. I think her whole body weight seemed to fall on her. She twisted her ankle. I think Tony Duggan was just going for the ball. I don't think it was anything malicious.
Well, I've not seen a German player go up and point an accusatory finger at Tony Duggan. They've not made a meal of it. They haven't gone round the referee, surrounded. You just don't see it. You just don't see it in the women's game, and it's one of the joys of doing this for me. This time of my career, to be able to commentate on games where you don't see it, it's wonderful. Don't see diving, really, do you?
No, no, not at all. And I think a lot of people say that that's the refreshing thing about women's football. When players go down, it's genuinely because they are hurt.
I hope it doesn't come, you know, but with more the higher profile, more money will come in. Wages will go higher, prize money will get higher, TV money will get higher.
Let's hope not. Hopefully Gosling will be okay.
Should be right. Some Bielefeld in Germany. 99 internationals for her country.
You wouldn't take her off, would you? You'd just wait till half-time, assess her in the changing room.
Here's Tabia Kemmer. Schultz, if England can pressurise her more. Really right drawn to the ball and stabs it away. Caixi. Marajan, such a good player. A bit of naivety about Danny Stokes' clearance there. Went to a green shirt. Now Fran Kirby, I think she's had an excellent half.
Yeah, she has. Again, just looks dangerous when she gets the ball. She's so tidy and quick-footed.
They are being progressive on the ball, England, and they are looking to get it forward as soon as they can, as early as they can. Feist. Only 4 minutes of stoppage time played. That's the half-time whistle. Well, it's been an interesting first half, but Germany started off by far the stronger team, and Hasret Caixi put them ahead, blocking and deflecting in an attempted clearance by Demi Stokes, and then Ellen White tied it up, deflecting in an effort from range to make it 1-1 at the break. It's anyone's game. Measure of England's improvement over recent years, so they have come back from a deficit against Germany to level it up, and at times have looked the better team since then. 1-1 at the break. Well, this was the goal that put Germany ahead. Demitz down the left-hand side, a bit of a muddle in the middle when it comes in. Not good goalkeeping, Sue.
No, it wasn't. It's just like Siobhan Chamberlain. I don't think she was really in the right position, whether she was going to punch, whether she was going to catch it. She didn't really do anything, and then England just couldn't clear their lines. Demi Stokes tried. It's just good anticipation from Germany. Yeah, Lucy Bronze couldn't quite clear it, and as Demi Stokes hit the ball, you could see just went straight into the goal scorer's feet. She anticipated that well.
She did. England needed to hit back straight away, and they did.
And I think that is the difference between England, the fact that they have shown a real strength in character, because probably in years gone by they would have let that affect them, but they didn't. Straight from the off, you could see that they were trying to get players forward.
Scott moved it quickly on, but this is the key here, the run of Lawley. Good positioning by Kirby, the shot is blocked. Hammered by Williams and deflecting off Ellen White's tummy.
Yeah, and I think, again, Ellen White just works so hard for you. She's always in the right place at the right time. And I think she'll know Farrah Williams, with that time and space, she will have a shot on goal. And that's exactly what she does. And fortunately for England, the deflection goes in. But yeah, Mel Lawley, I think she's done that a lot on the right-hand side. She's been able to beat the fullback, get a delivery in.
Good setup there, Tony Duggan. Should have hit the target.
She should, and she will be disappointed with that because of how clinical she has been. And you could see exactly what she was trying to do, and that's the right technique to curl it into the far corner. You know, she would have beat Schultz, but just couldn't get it on target.
Germany have looked strong on the counter. And they've got today, it's the outball on the left-hand side. And they've got Hoot to come in from the right-hand side, wearing 19 there. And they combined well, and that little flick went wide. It's a decent move by Germany.
Yeah, it was. And they have been really quick on that counter-attack.
Opportunity for England, fairly late on. Demi Stokes lifts it over the bars. It came out to her, worthy of a dig, but no great technique. They are creating chances against Germany, the Olympic champions.
They are, and again, full-backs getting forward. That's what you want. Lucy Bronze on one side, Demi Stokes on the other.
And Williams' effort forces a good save in the end from the goalkeeper as it fizzed all the way through.
Yeah, I think Schultz seen that quite late, actually.
Just pushed it around the corner. 1-1 at the break. Let's return you to Joe Curry.
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Sue. We'll be back with our commentary team in a few moments' time. So another eventful first half from England. Not quite the impressive one we had against France. But here in New Jersey, I'm joined by the editor of She Kicks magazine, Jen O'Neill. Jen, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, England didn't start with the same intensity as they did against France. They were a little bit on the back foot first 15 minutes. Then they concede a goal, really scrappy goals, disappointing, hit back in perfect style. Ellen White getting the final touch on Farrah Williams' shot. She loves scoring here, doesn't she, Ellen? And you get the signature celebration. But yeah, Farrah's been struggling a little bit. She's in a pivotal role to distribute the ball from that defensive midfield role. But we got to about 20 minutes and they really started to play well. Tony Duggan should have got us 2-1 ahead, just past the post, great move. So yeah, it's better signs from about 20 minutes onwards.
As you say, England were quite slow out of the blocks. The goal that Germany scored, England's defending all over the place.
Yeah, it was like pinball in the box, wasn't it? A couple of players got away and then Hazret Kaikchi got the final touch. Demi Stokes unlucky not to clear it. Yeah, it's been a little bit scrappy for England. I don't know if the grass is a little bit too long. The ball's holding up a little bit. They're finding it a little bit harder to pass the ball as well as they did, actually in tough conditions against France.
Their lead obviously didn't last very long. Farrah Williams doing what Farrah Williams does best, smashing a ball from distance. England needed that goal obviously to get back into the game, but it really seemed to bring them back to life as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you mentioned there's quite a few changes in the team. Maybe that's just upset the rhythm a little bit. Phil Neville wants to get everybody on the field. He wants to look ahead to the US game as well. So he said the other day he didn't want to leave players out, and he wants to see them in this tough environment. And Germany are a better team. I think we can accept that than the side that we faced against France on Thursday, who, after a few changes, they looked better against the USA.
5 changes. Considering how well they played against France, were you surprised that he mixed the team up as much as he did, taking off the likes of Taylor, who had done so well?
I think, like I say, I think he's looking forward to the US game. I think Ellen's looking hungry, and she's got a goal, so you can't criticise that.
Are we giving the goal to Ellen? Are we giving it to Farah?
I think we're giving it to Ellen. She did the celebration. I mean, when you see Farah's about to hit it, you're shouting, keep it low, and then it gets the touch off Ellen. She knew as soon as she'd got it that it wouldn't have gone in, I don't think, if she hadn't got the touch. I'll get my fiver later, Ellen.
Yeah, should appreciate that. Now, Phil Neville did say to us midweek that he doesn't like just giving caps away, but do you get the impression that he wants pretty much every player to get minutes at this tournament, and maybe he's still finding his own way around the squad?
Yeah, absolutely. He wants to get to know everybody. He wants to see them in this tough environment. It's a big shout out for Shiv as well, getting the goalkeeper Siobhan Chamberlain getting a 50th cap. Made a good save, good punch away. Under pressure they were for a little bit. And he's asking the team to get out as well. We can hear him, keep tight, get out. He's also shouting and saying it's too narrow. I think he wants Mel Lawley on the ball on the right wing. I think he wants to get her to really attack them, and she's done well in a couple of dribbles, beating the defender Feist and getting the ball in. So I'm looking for much more of that in the second half.
Yeah, what we can hear from our commentary point up in the press box is Phil Neville just shouting, get tight, tight, over and over again. He's in the changing room now. As you say, Farah looks like she's struggling a little bit. Would you expect him to make changes at half-time?
I think she did struggle for the first half of the first half. She started to come into it a little bit more. I mean, she has to be the player that's pulling the string. She's the fulcrum, isn't she? She's got to be playing the ball better. You might give her a little bit more in the second half. Kira Walsh did brilliantly against France, but it's a different proposition, this German team.
Now, someone who is watching in the stands is Mr. David Beckham. He's come here. Apparently, Phil Neville, his former Manchester United and England teammate, gave him a call. He came in, he gave the girls a bit of a pep talk pre-match. I mean, these girls are internationals in their own right, but still, someone of that calibre coming in, I think it would make a big deal to those girls.
Oh, he's a global football star, soccer star, isn't he? And he's been there and done that, as it were, and it really gives him a lift, and it raises a profile, and I suppose that's a little bit of a nod to Phil Neville can pull in his mates to come and have a word. He's also a big US soccer person as well, David Beckham, with his new team starting up in Florida soon in Miami. So yeah, it's great to have him here. Ellie Roebuck, who's travelling with the England team, the Manchester City goalkeeper, seems to be on Beckham watch.
She's barely watched the game, has she?
She's looking round to see where he is in the stand.
Well, she's not the only one. Half the press box are doing it as well. Well, Jen, thank you very much for your time. We'll let you get back to your seats. Now, for those of you at home who didn't get to see that impressive 4-1 win of England against France on Thursday night, you're in luck, because now's your chance. We're going to show you the highlights right now.
This is a chance for England, and a very good start for England is sealed with the opening goal of the game by Tony Duggan.
Good build-up play as well. Frank Kirby seen that Tony Duggan was out wide. Lovely pass, nice weight of pass, which just allowed Tony Duggan to hit it round into the bottom corner, and the goalkeeper had no chance.
6 minutes in, and England deservedly ahead. Mark Sampson and the England coaching staff in Euro 17 targeted on really. They knew that if England stopped her, they'd be okay. Can England get a second? It's a delicate effort from Jodie Taylor. What an effort that was, off the bar. It was too easy for her. Gauchon was too far off, and now Lucy Bronze will go on the outside. Into Paris, she'll let it roll on to Jill Scott. 2-0 England. Brilliant finish, really well placed. Terrible, terrible French defending.
Lucy Bronze plays it into Nikita Paris, who leaves it for Jill Scott. It's a good finish into the corner. I think she's laughing because it's a left foot, but I think the goalkeeper could do better.
England 2, France 0. Here's Nikita Paris. Looking for Jodie Taylor in behind, and that's what she does. Give Jodie Taylor half a chance, she will score, and England's first game under Phil Neville is going extraordinarily well.
You give the ball in behind to Jodie Taylor. She's 1v1 with the goalkeeper. She's not going to miss. You know, she's so clinical. That's what she's got in her game. She's got the pace to get in behind Mbotbati, but then just a cool, calm head.
It's Perisset. Bad appeal for offside there by England, and that could have been very, very costly. Faustine Robert steers it wide. And here's another goal for England right at the start of the half, and it's Frank Kirby, and it's all smiles.
Just a long ball, isn't it? Long ball forward. Jill Scott's the first one to win the race and then just gets the ball into the danger area, and what a finish, but again, defensively.
What a start to a managerial career this is. I suggest this is one of France's worst ever performances anyway. Here's Tilly. Oh, and horrible deflection, and they got a goal back. Deflected off Millie Bright, beyond Karen Bardsley.
You know that that's what she's going to try and do. She's going to try and have a shot if she can get turned, but you can't do anything about this. It's a good turn initially, and just completely wrong foots Karen Bardsley.
Phil Neville, New England coach. Casey Stoney, England legend, Lioness legend, walking out with him for the second half. Very much part of his coaching staff. He hasn't, Sue Smith, finalised his assistant. At the moment, he's got Casey with him and Mo Marley, who was the interim manager and such a successful England coach at the lower levels.
Yep.
Will it be one of those? I don't think it'll be Mo. Will it be Casey? Will it be someone else? Do you think it should be Casey?
I think it might be Casey. I think that's what he's doing. I think she's obviously going through her A licence at the moment. I think she's very respected in the women's game. Just come out of the international setup, only just retired. She's got that aura about her. You could see just before the game she was talking to the players like she used to as captain, motivating them, getting them ready for the game, and I think she's just that link between player and manager. So it wouldn't surprise me if she does become assistant.
Well, it looks to me as if Germany are making substitutions. Anna Blesser, I think, has come on, and Lena McGull. Blesser is a right back, really, and Lena McGull is a midfield player. She played 22 minutes against the USA. Let's see the confirmation that has happened. Can't see any England changes. Nope, England are okay as they were. Now there we have the confirmation. McGull is definitely on. And wow, Casey's gone off. And Hannah Blesser's come on. Now that must be an injury, because I thought she played really brightly, the forward player. Marajan has gone forward into a more attacking role. I thought she was wasted in the deeper role. And immediately, England are under pressure, and Lucy Bronze has to head it away.
She always used to play in that deeper role, used to get on the ball, similar to Farrah Williams, make things happen from there, because she's got the ability to spray a pass. However, I do think she's so much more effective higher up the field, as you could tell there, an instant impact.
Dalman was the other player who has departed. Hannah Blesser, the player who has come on. Experienced international, the third SheBelieves Cup. Around the scene for some 3 years now, playing in the Euros in the summer. Lena McGull is a 23-year-old from Wolfsburg. And a couple of Champions League medals with them before moving on to Freiburg. And they're having a very good season, Freiburg. 5 points off the leaders, Wolfsburg, the dominant team in German football. Two centre-backs split. And this will be Hendrick, who clears now for Germany. Looks forward, looks for Pop. Germany in green, of course, kicking from right to left. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. You've probably guessed it by now. And here is Mel Lawley, who's been bright and inventive, prepared to run. A lovely 1-2 played with Jill Scott. There it goes back again. Early ball called for. In it goes. Behind Ellen White. Big chance, Fran Kirby. Oh, she turned the wrong way. Duggan was to her left-hand side, and that's a big opportunity missed by England. I'll tell you what, Sue, they've had chances here to win this game against Germany.
They really have, and really unlike Fran Kirby there, she just hesitated. I wonder, great first touch out of her feet. Could she have just hit it with that second touch, or gone out wide, like you said, to Tony Duggan? But I think she could have hit it. The position that she was in the area. Good delivery from Jill Scott, I think, that whipped it in.
Here's Pop. Up to Marajan. Good technique until the final effort that flew over.
She certainly moved further forward, Marajan. You see Pop straight away looking for a good pressure from Jill Scott, though, put her off, and Farrah Williams didn't give her time to pick out a spot in the goal.
Well, they've got Debritz on the left-hand side. They've got Hoot on the right and Marajan in the advance role. They've also pushed Kemmer further forward, wearing 22 there into me, but that's where she played the other day. Blesser coming on at right back. Kemmer can certainly give them more industry in there, and a little bit more steel in there. Lena McGull gets it again to Marajan. Gone to a more 4-2-3-1 Germany now. Which didn't particularly work for them the other night. This is McGull. Good check back by Hoot. Marajan, blocked by Lucy Bronze. Here's Scott. England under pressure at the start of the second half. That's what Kemmer can do in there. A rugged player, not the best of passes. Gersling to Katrin Hendrick of the Frankfurt club. Champions League with them. Here's Verena Feist. And away by McManus for England. Gosling. Marozan, she's powerful. Protect the ball. Lovely passer of the ball as well. And here's Hendrick. Germany dictating the tempo in the opening 5 minutes of the second half. Just as at the start of the first period, the danger signs are flashing for England. Here's Kemmer. It's a good ball, but a poor touch by Feist. Wrong foot's Lucy Bronze. And away by McManus. She's calling for the goalkeeper to come. Oh dear, 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 dear. McManus redeems herself. And no, it's a catastrophe for England. In the end, it's gone in off Millie Bright. A catalogue of errors there. No wonder she's exasperated. How many chances do they have to get the ball away? One. Abby McManus, first of all, comes back in. Leaves it to the goalkeeper. Hesitancy, poked it beyond the goalkeeper. Blocked the shot there from Debritz. And Chamberlain could have dropped on it and saved it, didn't. Panicked. And it hits Millie Bright and goes in. Yeah. Own goal.
I think it's poor from England, I think, defensively, but also from Siobhan Chamberlain. She'll be really disappointed with that. You know, initially there, I think Abby McManus, she's waiting for Siobhan Chamberlain to come and collect. But I think as a defender, if your keeper doesn't come, just get rid of it. Just put it behind, even for a corner, if you have to. But when that happens, then it's Siobhan Chamberlain, just clearer lines. But I don't think Millie Bright knew anything about that, despite it being an own goal from her. Hit her back heel, didn't it?
Yeah. Just crashed out by the goalkeeper. He should have dropped on it.
Yeah.
Saved it. And England trailed Germany by 2-1. And it was a very, very poor goal to give away. One of the worst I've seen England concede in a long, long while. I thought such things were consigned to the past, Sue.
I think it's difficult for England. I think when you're bringing in a new goalkeeper, new centre-half. Millie Bright is still, even though she's been outstanding, she's still relatively inexperienced. Not making excuses for them, because that has to be better. They're better players than that. You just hope that they can bounce back like they did in the first half.
She's England vice captain at the moment, Millie Bright. Lucy Bronze with the armband, of course. She's become an authoritative figure in the dressing room, Millie Bright. And she needs to just judge her challenge there. And she just withdrew in the end, didn't make any sort of a challenge on Lena McGull. And it's been very bright since coming on. Certainly Abby McManus showed a little bit of naivety around the goal as well. Atrocious goal to give away like that. Here's Blesser. Kirby alive to the situation. Not a good ball in behind, and they're just trying to force it now, England.
They just need to keep their shape, keep their organisation, and when they go forward, that quality of pass that they had against France.
She's worked hard, Svenja Hood. Running McManus into the box. In the end, the shot lacked any sort of power from the 25-year-old Olympic gold winner. Wasn't in the squad in the World Cup of 2015. He wasn't in the Euros. But she knows that she'll get a job done out of Svenja Hood. She's only lost 4 games in her 33 appearances for Germany. Very consistent when she has been given a chance. I think she's played well today, Hood. Would you have played against the German? You'd have played against the German coach, wouldn't you?
Yes, on a number of occasions. Tough, tough defender.
111 games she played for Germany. Made a debut at Euro 93. Won 3 European Championships. She won World Cup 2003, but didn't she do her cruciates at those finals? I think she did. She had a tough life. She comes from a very tough area in Frankfurt, raised by her mum. Others have all sorts of problems. One had problems with drugs. The other one joined the US Army, fought in Iraq, and lost his legs very sadly over there. Tough act to follow for her, Sylvia Knight.
Yeah, without a doubt. But I think, again, she's got a lot of respect from the players. I think she's a very good coach. I think she's learnt from the best. And their team seems like a happy team. Like you mentioned, I don't think the latter few months.
I had a couple of conversations with Sylvia Knight in the hotel in Holland in the summer. Or when I say conversations, I sort of annoyed her. She put up with me for a couple of minutes. And then there's always a security guard lurking. Stokes. Comes that cross darting on through. They're on top at the moment, Germany, Sue, aren't they?
Yeah, they're controlling things, dictating the tempo. England just need to just be better on the ball. Be brave, like what Phil Neville wants them to be.
I think it's great that he's showing there, he's taking advice from Casey Stoney. There's no front to this, you know, he's not disguising that. He knows he's going to need help in certain areas of the English women's game, new to it, and he's a very decent, I know I've said this before about him, he's a very decent man, is Phil Neville.
He's saying that he wants to learn, and that's the most important thing. Yes, he knows about men's football, but is women's football slightly different? Yes. And he's happy to take advice, like you say, from Casey Stoney, from Mo Marley, I'm sure, as well.
He's really bought into the job. And he's loving every minute of it. He won't love this scoreline. He's a Neville, and they don't do losing, really. This is Mel Lawley. Didn't get the ball out to Mel Lawley, get her isolated with Feist. They've got to root back into this game because she's got the beat in the fullback.
She has.
Scott. There's Lawley. Knock it and get the cross in. Did well enough initially, then just couldn't get enough fizz in the cross. I thought she might have been fouled actually, she turned. Stage like this, of course, the USA would be top of the group, or top of the SheBelieves standings, I should say, with 4 points. Germany and England would have 3 apiece. Germany the head-to-head advantage, and France would have the 1 point.
That was good shape from England. Forced Germany into an error.
Mara Williams is going to come off for England. This was very probably planned, and Kira Walsh comes on for her third England appearance. A debut against Kazakhstan back in November, played very well against the French, has trained very impressively. I know she's caught the eye of Phil Neville and the whole of the FA technical staff. They've been really impressed with her. She will add a different dynamic. Hasn't got far as range of passing yet, I don't think, in her career.
She's just very tidy. Always an option. Very rarely gives the ball away, and I think that's what they need. They need someone on the ball just to keep things ticking over, but will also offer that protection.
Been a big, powerful line leader for Germany today. Here's Alexandra Popp. It's a foul. Rawley, the offender. Feist stays down. It's a decent game, Mel, but no Lawley. But Sue, we need to see a final ball in from her now.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it earlier. I think get the ball out wide to her and try and get her isolating the fullback, because she's got the beating of her. And you can hear Phil Neville there, squeeze up is exactly what they need to do. In this second half especially, they're just dropping further and further back, and Ellen White's a little bit isolated up top, could do with a few more players around her, whether it's Fran Kirby breaking from the middle or Jill Scott, like they did at times in the first half.
Doesn't want England to drop too deep. I'm screaming there, stay up, stay up. Here's Lawley. Beyond Marajan. This is a good run. This is promising for England. White's ahead of her. And she didn't get a shout that Marajan was coming back. A little bit sloppy, England there. She needed to know that the German player was coming.
Again, that's probably just a little bit of naivety there. Great break forward, but you just got to give it too many touches.
Bless her. Allowed to carry a long way there. It's back to McGull. Here's Alexandra Pop. Pass had too much range on her. I think they had too much pace. Alexandra Pop. She had a extraordinary junior development, Alexandra Pop. She was the only girl at the Schalke 04 elite football school in Gelsenkirchen. And she did well, held her own. She went on to Duisburg, won the big things there, the UEFA Cup, as it was in those days, precursor to the Champions League. Walsh immediately getting into the action with the ball up to Stokes, and now can they get the cross in from Duggan? Stokes. They do get a player over, they need to use that advantage. Stokes getting forward, haven't seen too much of that in the game. That's that out now, right back. Very experienced Anna Bless at club level with Wolfsburg. Rudimentary that England, I'm afraid. But all three goals have been messy goals, really.
Yeah. No real quality.
Germany went ahead when Demi Stokes' attempted clearance flew in off the boot of Hasret Kaitsi inside the 6-yard area. Within moments, England were level. Ellen White deflecting in a Farah Williams shot. Wrong foot in the goalkeeper. And then it was, well, Keystone Cops. Comic capers inside the England penalty area for the second goal. And they certainly weren't laughing. Walsh. Right. Kira Walsh out wide to Mel Lawley, hugging the line. Bronze. Not seen her get forward at all, really, have we?
No, and Germany is stopping really both fullbacks getting forward as much because of the way that they're playing.
Yeah, I think Sarah Daybridge has been excellent for Germany. She stopped Lucy Bronze, and she's got forward dangerously at times herself. Just giving doubt to Lucy Bronze. The England captain can't get forward too far. Lawley there, that's good pressure on Verena Feist.
You can see Germany have clearly done their homework on England. Who are the key players? Who do we need to stop?
Marajan will know all about Lucy Bronze have played together. Here's Bronze into the box. Away by Anna Blesser. okay there? Coughing and spluttering a little bit.
I think I've caught it off you.
Yeah, well, I'm a team player. If it comes to a Heimlich manoeuvre, you've had it, I'm afraid. Here's Scott. Lucy Bronze. Stokes. Duggan making the run quickly down the line. Better period hit for England. Walsh's touch was heavy. Good pressure by Germany. Stokes down the line. Duggan with a little flick. There's the cover though from Katrin Hendrick.
Germany do that so well, though. They just move across the pitch together as a team and stop England from getting out. So well organised and disciplined defensively.
As the game has gone on, Hendrick really has got stronger and stronger as England prepared to make this substitution, or double substitution. Tony Duggan's going to go off, and Nikita Paris is going to come on. And did I see Izzy Christensen down there? Yes, I did. Scott departs. Well, she's an effervescent character, is Izzy Christensen, a Manchester City player. I mentioned before many times, she's has a great effect as an impact substitute. Frank Kirby got a geography all wrong there. Midway through the second period. Poor ball by Stokes. Well read and intercepted by Blesser. Stokes dug back in deep. It's very possibly foul, but defended well, astutely in the end. Here's Lawley. Turned back into trouble. Some of the decision-making, Sue, has been poor at times.
Yeah, it has. Great defending from Demi Stokes, though, I have to say. Got herself back.
3 German players on Walsh. In the end, nothing comes of it. Marijan looks exasperated because her teammate didn't continue the run, but it came from another England mistake. Germany have done their homework, as you rightly said. They know that England, 1 or 2 England players lack a touch around their own penalty area, and that's where they pounced.
You're right, and you can't do that against a team like Germany that will pressurise you, and it's not just 1 player, there's 2 players, there's 3 players, and if you do take too many touches, they catch you out. That's exactly what they've done.
Feist. I wonder if Nikita Paris will really get it for Aina Feist. Rory's gone away to the far side now. Here's Marijan, for me the best player on the pitch. Svenja Hoot has played well. She's not in this Players' League. Marijan now. Hoots with the cross in, looking for a pop beyond her. Comes to Feist. Wrong footing Paris. Willie Bright got ahead to it. Here's Marijan, couldn't keep it down.
England have to be so wary of Marijan's just late runs into the box. Since the second half, she has progressed forward a little bit, and you know, you can see she's just picking the ball up on the edge of the area. Too many occasions. You know, that was a poor effort from her, but she's got the ability to strike from range with quality.
We've always seen that, haven't we? 10 years ago, she won the Golden Boot and the title at European Under-17 level. Remember the year when she won the European Under-20s and the senior competition, 2013, same year. Is England's Lucy Bronze, Paris. Oh, it comes back to her kindly. Takes on Gosling, and that should be a yellow card because she was always struggling. She knew what she was doing, and she brought down Nikita Paris. Well then, I'm not too sure what a yellow card offence is because she's holding on. She's fouled Paris. She knew what she was doing. Stopped an England attack. It's a yellow card offence.
Really good from Nikita Paris, though. She anticipated that as soon as she gets the ball, she's going to drive. She's going to try and commit a defender, and got herself in a team a foul. And I agree, should have been a yellow card.
Christensen with a free kick for England. Let's watch for Millie Bright on the far side there. That's dropped in too short, wasn't a good free kick. Can possibly break out here now, Germany. So quick is Sarah Debritz in support. It's McGull. Debritz again. I was talking earlier about England assimilating younger players in and leaving the established icons of the game out in certain matches to give them experience. Well, Germany have done that with Debritz over the years. She's only 23. This is her 50th international today. And, very, very talented. Going to make a change here now, and it is going to be the very talented Sarah Debritz who makes way. She's had a very good game. On comes Mandy Islacker, who's a forward player from Bayern Munich, with 5 goals for her country in 22 internationals. But, granddad, Franz, was a very famous player. He scored a hat-trick in the 1955 German title decider for Rot-Weiss Essen against Kaiserslautern. 1955, Sue? No?
No.
Dad Frank played as well. He sadly cut down by injury when he was still a teenager. When he played 2 or 3 first-team games for Bochum, I think it was. Stokes for England. Well, as the flag stayed down, the flag has stayed down. Ellen White for England. Ellen White for England.
Oh, brilliant.
Well, well, well. What a finish. It's 2-2. Well, all the tactical talk, play through the thirds, etc., etc. Bish bosh, 1 ball forward, hopeless offside trap, and Ellen White composed. Lovely finish, cool as you like, 2-2.
Sometimes you can't beat 1 long ball forward. Demi Stokes actually spotted the run of Ellen White. She did so well to keep herself onside. Poor defending from Germany, but what a cool, calm finish that is, because they're the hardest ones to do when you've got so much time to change your mind. But she didn't. She decided what spot she was going to put it in and did just that. Game on.
2 goals for Ellen White in the game. And here come Germany once more. McGull twisting and turning Stokes. Watch the ball, not the player's movement. And she did that in the end. Bless her. And blocked by Stokes. Now can England go on and famously win this? White pummeled into the challenge. A really good striker's finish that was, Sue, for the goal.
It was superb. Like you say, we speak about all different passages of play. Just 1 long ball forward. Completely split the 2 centre-halves. I'm not sure what they were doing, you know, to just allow Ellen White that free run through the middle. But top finish.
Change for Germany. Svenja Hoot is being replaced by a youngster who's just come into the squad, Leah Schuler. She's 20, one of the Essen players. She scored for them at the weekend. This is her 4th appearance for Germany. She made a debut, scored on her debut, but history will show the debut was an unfortunate one because they lost against Iceland in that qualifier back in the autumn. First qualification defeats 78. It's not a hat-trick against the Olympic champions. comes across to cover. Now, White will charge down and put pressure on Katrin Hendrick and the goalkeeper. And really good pressure. Listen to the England coach.
Great work rate from Ellen White.
I hope they can hear Phil. It's not just us. It's not just us hearing Phil's voice, is it? They can hear. I'm sure you can hear.
Yeah, I'm sure they can.
I'm not hearing voices, are I? You would tell me, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would tell you.
Changes now Germany have made. I wonder if that will upset their rhythm. Schuler was a little off the pace of the game. Bright deflects through there then. Good work by Christensen. And then by Walsh. Here's Bronze, and England look the stronger and fitter team entering the last quarter of an hour. Bronze wants Lord to go down the line. Nips in from Feist's poor touch. No free kick given. Marishan, good end to the game we've got now. Both teams are going to go for this. England know that a victory here in the closing quarter of an hour, they'd only need a draw against the United States of America to lift the SheBelieves Cup. They've won the Cyprus Cup competition beforehand. This is regarded now, I think, as a far more major tournament.
Yeah, definitely. England are just playing with more quality now, and they're moving the ball quicker with 1 and 2 touches.
Here's Pop. Islaka. And Feist is arriving. And it's a dangerous cross. And the goal kick is given. Should have got in at the near post.
This is great defending from Millie Bright. As the ball comes across, she just throws herself in the way. So brave.
She's almost become one of the first names on the team sheet, hasn't she, Millie Bright, now?
Yeah, she
I
has.
don't think she almost become, she has become.
Yeah.
Bright heads it away. Marishan. McGill a little bit of a stretch. Schuler making the run to the edge of the penalty area. Bless is available on the far touchline. Switch to Verena Feist of Bayern Munich. And it's come off McManus. It's a corner kick here then for Germany. Two, 11 minutes to go. Marishan will take the corner. England have been working on this. Set-piece defensive security. Zonal marking. Wasn't too secure, was it? It's gone off McManus, and they have another corner kick here, Germany. Marishan quicks it away. Lena McGull. Christensen did well. In comes across to the far stick. Pop! Could have been a German winner. Possibly should have been a German winner.
I think Pop will be disappointed how good she is in the air, and it's a great delivery from Marishan to the back post. I'm not sure why Nikita Paris is marking Pop.
Surely in that position it should have been the captain Lucy Bronze there, really, or Lucy was marking someone else. You don't leave Nikita Paris to mark Alexandra Pop in the air.
One of the best headers of the ball on the German side.
So England and the USA will both have 4 points if it stays like this, and they meet on Wednesday midnight. You can see that match on BBC Two. Edwards with the header. Walsh, Christensen. And Ellen White again has gone behind. What's the goalkeeper doing? Ellen White on a hat-trick to win it for England. Ellen White to win it for England. Back in by Lawley. Christensen. Well, the worry for me when she scored the second goal, she had too much time, and I think she had too much time there again.
I think she was looking for somebody to play the ball to. I think she'd just gone slightly wide. She's trying to wait for Nikita Paris to catch up with her.
Germany now win it. Terrific end to the game, seesawing from box to box. That's come off Millie Bright. That's another corner kick for Germany, unless Siobhan Chamberlain can keep it in, she can. Lovely ball, Izzy Christensen.
Yeah, great ball. Again, they're just looking for that long ball. I've no idea why Schultz didn't come for that. She sort of came and then decided against it. Yeah, I think you can see she's looking up for a pass. Is there somebody there? She's decided to try and go near post. Again, if you can, far post from that position. It's a better option.
McManus. Gerstling.
Not sure if that's a tactic that Phil Neville's come up with, or Casey Stoney, that they've seen that the long ball through the two centre-halves is on every time, because since they've done it in the second half, Ellen White's been in on at least 2 or 3 occasions.
Harper's dropped a little bit deeper. Ooh. Since Islaka came on, and she's left her foot in there. Pop on Fran Kirby, top of her foot. And she came into the side in World Cup 15. She exploded into national consciousness with that goal-scoring performance. She's a much more mature player now. The goal she scored the other night against France, her 111th in senior football, club and country level, in 111 games. Goal a match.
It's an impressive stat.
7 minutes to go. That's a poor ball, and Lawley's just taken out, referee. Surely, was she bumped there? Lost all the momentum of the run, and Feist will clear it away. And no wonder Lawley's gone in a little bit late. Well, I wonder if we'll see that again. For me, as she's making the run through, she got bumped and lost her momentum. She's going to get cautioned now, look, as well, I think. Her foul was a frustrated foul.
Yeah, it was.
Well, there have been far worse tackles than that in the game. The referee hasn't called, and off goes Mel Lawley. Did really well. It's her last contribution then. Yes, it was late, and she caught Feist. There's been worse challenges than that.
It was just a frustrated one, like you say. She got caught as she was running through, and it did stop that momentum of the run. But because she didn't go down, she didn't get the foul, which is wrong.
Shanaely comes on, based in the USA. Houston Dash, 6th in the draft system for them back in 2016. Harrogate. This is dangerous. This is Blesser. Oh, super challenge by Stokes. In the end, got it away after Nikita Paris have got him really strongly as well. Two of them worked really well for England there. Paris did ever so well. Well, who's going to win this? And it swings. Good header. Marajan meets it. Really competitive end to the game. Germany looked very dangerous when they played out wide, but here's Demi Stokes as England look to counter in behind Gerstling. Look at Ellen White pressurising the German centre-back. She's worked her socks off, White. Feist leaves it to Islaka. Best game of the tournament so far.
Definitely most competitive.
A little lopsided. That's a fantastic ball. McGowan. Marichan in support. She's the danger. Waits for Blesser to support. Cross to Islaka. Bronze jump well. Well, she shouldn't have been allowed to get the cross back in. Goes Gersling. Player coming on for her, Johanna Elsig, is a centre-back, but very inexperienced. This is only her 4th game for Germany. Plays for the Potsdam club. Been under 19 champion some 7 years ago. She's in her mid-20s now. I think England might have got it Gersling more often than they did.
I think they realised a bit late on in the second half that actually that long direct ball through the centre, that's where their weakness is.
Runs and then lifts it high. Here's Kirby. Up to White, little touch on to Parrish. Christensen, Bronze. You see Christensen there again, has won it back tigerishly. And looks for Daly, she's in on goal here, can she win it for England? 2 minutes to go, straight at the goalkeeper. Well, they've missed opportunities, England, to get a very famous victory. Rachel Daly it was.
Great ball from Izzy Christensen. Lovely way to pass. Straight into Rachel Daly's path.
Hasn't she done well since she's come on? Izzy Christensen again from the bench. She's had a major effect on the game. 2 minutes to go. Here's Stokes. For Paris, but caught easily by Schultz. Really is end-to-end stuff. Bronze. Exhausting 90 minutes. Nikita Paris is fouled. There's a free kick for Germany.
It's real tenacious in the middle of the park to win the ball back, and then what a ball through that is. It's just, her first touch was just too close to the defender, wasn't it? If she could have just took it out wide, maybe onto her left foot. Just that touch there, just took it too close. She allowed the defender to get back.
She wanted to get back onto that right foot, didn't she? Tavia Kemmer has gone off for Germany. And Sarah Dorsoon has come on, midfield player. Essen player, mid-table club. They've got representatives in the squad. This is her 3rd SheBelieves Cup. There's an effort from Pop. Oh, it's deflected off Millie Bright again. And it wasn't far wide. And close to a 2nd own goal. Oh, goodness me.
It's close.
Certainly was. 3 minutes of stoppage time to play. To the far stick area. Lucy Bronze may well have just hurt herself there. Jodie Taylor's come on for England. You can see on the edge of the penalty area for Frank Kirby. Nikita Paris. Feist gets in. Jennifer Marichan. Now here's Islaka. Cross to the far post. Bright got a really important block in there. because Pop won the far post headed duel with Demi Stokes, and England have got to sort this out. They cannot allow Alexandra Pop to be isolated at a far post with a fullback.
That's what she keeps doing well. Her movement is so good. Millie Bright, very good positional there. Positional sense.
McGool will sweep it away. It's missed by them all in there. Pop waits for it to come down. Opens up the angle to take the return from Feist. Crosses to the far post. Defended well for England, and again by Millie Bright, and hit, oh, with venom, but well wide. Jennifer Marajan.
She's not afraid to hit them from there, Marajan. Millie Bright, she's done so well defensively, trying to clear everything with her head. So brave.
Marajan been fully fit in Canada 2015. I think they would have given a better account of themselves, Germany. I don't think they'd have won the competition. Oh, that's a risky ball by Nikita Paris, back inside her own penalty area. There's Schuller, and Bright got it away. It's all rather frantic. Hannah Elsik. Feist. In the corner to Lena McGool. Feist. A little bit of movement there for Marajan. He's got away from Walsh. Yes, can get the cross in. Both teams are pushing for the winner. And all credit to England. Twice behind against Germany, and twice they've come back and levelled it up through Ellen White. And it's only 2 or 3 years ago, it's something that wouldn't have happened.
No, definitely wouldn't. You know, heads would have gone down, probably would have been 2-3-0. But the fact that they've got that resilience and that belief that they can get back into the game.
Well, they got back into the game twice through Ellen White. She had a chance to make it a hat-trick with a glorious winner. It didn't come. England had chances to win it. They didn't take them, but in the end, they go to the final game live on BBC Two next Wednesday night against the USA, knowing a win will give them the SheBelieves Cup. And they've held the old rivals here, Germany, the Olympic champions, 2-2. Brilliant game in the second half, thrilling stuff late on. Hope you enjoyed it. See you myself, good night.